Hello and welcome to the course Automate Salesforce with Lightning Flow. In this course, I will cover all the topics of Salesforce Flow. I will start with very basic and will cover the advanced topic as well. Let's get started. Who I am? My name is Arun Kumar. I am software engineer working on Salesforce platform since 2016. I am a founder of SFDC lesson. You can find me on social media with my Twitter handle arun.kur94 and you can search with my name on LinkedIn. I would love to connect. Great. Let's see these 3 point and click tools that we have in Salesforce. So we have a workflow, process builder, and flow. In this video, first I will talk about workflow and process builder tools, their features and limitation. Then we'll see our main topic, which is Salesforce flow. So let's see what is workflow rule. So workflow has been an admin friend for a long time. Workflow can update a field. With the workflow, you can send an email message, you can create a task, you can send an outbound messages. Okay, these actions can be initiated when a record is created, whenever it meets a certain condition, or whenever it is first set to meet a certain condition. Okay, the action don't have to be carried out right away. They can be carried out in any order and even with delay. So you can create a time dependent workflow. Okay, what are the advantages of workflow rule? So workflow rule are well organized and widely used. Workflow rule are very fast and easy to use. It's a great starter tool for a new Salesforce admin. What are the disadvantages of workflow rule? So we only have 4 type of actions. So you can only perform 4 actions with the workflow. Okay, and a workflow cannot trigger another workflow. So we cannot reuse the workflow rule. Okay, so for every requirement, you have to create one workflow. Okay, you cannot reuse that. Okay, workflow rule evaluates one outcome. Either the outcome is true and the action is executed, or the outcome is false and the action is not executed. Workflow rule cannot create another object record from workflow. Okay, so you cannot create any record with the help of workflow rule. Okay, workflow rule user cannot update the parent or child record of an object record. Okay, so now let's talk about process builder. Okay, so process builder is an enhancement to workflow rules that further automates the business processes with the new functionalities. Okay, so instead of defining many workflow rules, now you can design a whole process in one spot with process builder. Okay, and because of the streamlined UI, admins can visualize processes much more easily thanks to process builder ability to set many if-else conditions inside a single process. So we can set many conditions in one process builder, and we can also define many actions based on whatever conditions that you have set. Okay, so we have these actions that we can perform with the help of process builder. Okay, so we can create and update the records. So it's not just only a task. We can create any custom and standard object record with the help of process builder. Okay, when updating a related records, process builder can update any fields and any related records with update multiple records also. Okay, we can send an email alert, we can submit a record for approval, you can invoke a process from another process, so you can reuse a process builder inside another process builder. Okay, You can also launch a flow from process builder. You can call an apex method. You can post a chatter, so etc. So there are many actions we have in process builder. Okay. So what are the advantages of process builder? So process builder has extensive list of features. So you can perform many actions in process builder as compared to workflow. Process builder can perform many action, right? And process builder has a multiple decision points. So more than one outcome is possible. An admin can establish the order of operation in the process builder. Okay, so we can define the order of execution and actions. Okay, so what are disadvantages of process builder? Process builder loading the thousands of record or running many queries at once can prove prove the troublesome. Okay, so when you are uploading a thousands of records, so if the process builder is not set up properly, then you will get an error, so your process builder may fail. Okay, so this is a big disadvantage of process builder. You can't delete a record using process builder, and you cannot send an outbound message with process builder. Okay, so these are the disadvantages of process builder. Now let's see what are flow terms. So when referring to flows, several terms may have been used interchangeably. So you can see these three terms. First one is Salesforce flow. So it is an product that encompasses building, managing, and running flows and processes. So when we say Salesforce flow, that means we are talking about a product. Okay. Next one is flow builder. Okay. So it is a point and click tool for building flows. So it is basically a canvas where you can put the components and you can build a flow. Okay, so next term is flow. Okay, so it is an application that automates a business process by collecting data and doing something in your Salesforce or in external system. So let's see what is the flow. Okay, so a flow is a Salesforce flow component that collects data and executes actions in your Salesforce or an external system. Screen flows and auto launch flow are two types of flow available in Salesforce. Okay, so screen flow can be used to automate a business process that collects the data from people. For example, you can make a screen guided tutorial or you can make a wizard. Okay, uh, you can create a flow and then you can get the data from users, like you can build feedback feedback wizard to get the data from. Okay, so we can use the screen flow to do that kind of requirement. Okay, to launch a flow internally, when the record changes or when the user click a button, you can use an auto launch flow. Okay, for example, when opportunity gets closed, post a chatter message. Okay, so that we can, for this requirement, we can use record triggered flow, and then we can post a chatter with actions. Okay, chatter actions. So why flow? So we already have the workflow and process builder, right? So why we need to use flow now? Okay. First reason is that workflow and process builder is going to be deprecated in 2023. Okay. Uh, and the other reasons are here that I'm going to discuss. So flow allows you to create a screen, okay, that was not feasible with the workflow or process builder. Flow is relatively complex tool that can handle complex processes to be executed through complex features, right? So it is more suitable when a big data set with complex criteria is the base for event needing automation. Okay. So you have a very big data and you need to set up a very complex criteria, and then you need to do many actions on that. So Salesforce Flow is a suitable automation tool for you. Okay. Flow has a wider range of features and applications, so it is extremely useful in the situation where either or a function have to be addressed. Okay, so you can build the logic in Flow is more like a case formula. You must have worked with the case formula. So similarly, you can build the logic like that in Flow. Okay, and even you can build the logic like what you build in the Apex code. Okay, so you can build the logic like that here as well. Okay. Flow is a more powerful tool in terms of number of action taken. So we have many actions in Flow that you can perform, okay, as compared to workflow and process builder. Okay, flows allow you to update multiple records that match a condition without requiring them to be related. So any record can be updated with the help of flows. Flow can be executed asynchronously, and fast field update and ability to put complex entry criteria, all these features improve the performance. Okay, so if you want to execute any action asynchronously, you can do that. Okay, and also similar like Apex before trigger, you can update the fields before a record getting created or before a record is getting updated. Okay, so you can do that with the help of Flow. You can debug the Flow. So this is a great tool to help us test and detect the errors. Okay. Uh, Invocable process and subflow provides an exceptional extensibility. Okay, so you can reuse the flow. Okay, so that gives the extensibility, like you can create one flow. For example, let's say you have created one flow to send an email message. You can use that flow, you can call that flow in many another flow to send an email. Okay, and the flow gives the ability to integrate external system with Salesforce or and with external service. Okay, so I mean you do not need to write Apex code if you want to do some integration with the external service. Okay, so Flow gives this ability to integrate the external system as well. Okay, so almost you can do everything with the Flow. Okay, all right. Now let's see what is Flow Builder and how it looks like. Okay, so you can see the Flow Builder in the screenshot. I'm going to explain what are these three components of Flow Builder that I have highlighted. Okay, so the first one is a button bar. We can see all the buttons and settings here. Okay, second, we have canvas. Here we can build the flow and can add, drag and drop the components that are required to develop a flow. Okay, third, we have a toolbar. Okay, so we have a toolbar in the left bar. Here you can create a variable, constant, formula, and you can build the templates. Okay, so let's see how this flow builder looks like in Salesforce org. So here you need to go to setup and search flow. Okay, and click on flow here. So you have a button here. You can see a new flow. You have to click on this And then here you can see you have a screen flow, record triggered flow, schedule triggered flow, platform event triggered flow, and auto launch flow. So these are the types of auto launch flow. Okay, and you have a screen flow. So I'm going to choose record triggered flow, and I'm going to click on create. Okay, and I will just choose any objects and done. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how the flow builder looks like. Here you can see. Okay, so here we have, first we have a button bar. Here you can see all the buttons and settings here. So you have these settings, so you can select auto layout or free form. Okay, so when you select free form, then you can see you have the components here. When you select auto layout, then you have to add the components from here. Okay, you have a different button here: run, debug, view test, activate, save, and save as. Okay, these are the buttons. Okay, uh, so we have a run button. So this is basically used for screen flow. Okay, we can use the debug button for auto record triggered flow. Okay, just to debug your flow. Okay, so when you click on the debugs, or you need to choose any record. Okay, and then you can run the flow, and then you can see the debug of this flow, like how the flow is executed, which path it took. So everything you can see here. Okay, in the debug. With the activate button, you can activate the flow. Okay, once you have developed the flow, you can just click on activate, and then your flow will be activated. Okay, you have a save button to save this work, like whatever work you have done in the flow. You can just click on save as. You can click on this to if you want to save the another version of this flow, you can click on this, and then you have option there. Okay, this whole thing is canvas. Okay, so here you can actually build the flow. Okay, so you can add the components here, you can drag the components here, and you can build the flow here. Okay, in all these sections. So you, in the left, you can see here you have this zoom in zoom out button. Okay, and then you have this also button like fit to canvas button you can use. Okay, here in the left bar you have a toolbox. Okay, so you can create the resources here. So what resource you can create? So you can create a variable, you can create a formula, you can build a template, and you can also create some constants, right? So these are the things that you can create here. So when you click on that, you have this pick list, and you can select so what resource you want to create. Okay, here you have a button select elements. Okay, so with this button you can select the elements. Okay, and you can copy that. So when you click on select and you select the element, and then you will see the button here, little button here, to copy those components. Okay, then you have a button to do the redo and undo. Okay, and this setting icon button you can see here. Here you can see the details, settings details about this flow. Okay, so we will see all these things in the next video, when we will create our first flow. Okay, so okay guys, this concludes the course introductory video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel for upcoming videos in this course. See you in the next one. Bye.